Hey guys, Springtime here, and welcome back to Jade Empire. We finally got Dawnstar as a follower, and now we're off to get our weapons from Gujin and finally fight these bandits off. So let's get to it.
Nice little town you have here. Not a lot of guards, are there? How are your stocks of food?
I don't know you. Why are you asking me all these questions?
This town isn't well guarded. Forget it, let's just start looting. We'll get first crack at the good stuff.
You're right. This isn't worth it.
Heavenly wave. 1,000 cuts.
I can't believe they've moved so quickly. We need your weapon. Gujin will be in his shop north of the main stairs.
Why would bandits come here to do
This building is Gujin's place. As soon as we can, we should see him to arm ourselves.
When you read Auspicious Portents, which we found in the first episode, and then Inner Self, which we found in the last episode, then the Martial Arts, you will receive the Legacy of Master Lead, which gives you +7 focus. You don't have to do it in any particular order, just as long as you read all 3 of them.
Ujoir Shatyir Uksayanan. Sawani Karpa.
Hello, Weapon Master Gujin. Good day to you.
Swoir Ufir Wakwanpa. Wotarawir Fuir Nupayir Funchikir. Ukayir Otonoir Nisun Puno Asir Sunkut. If you'd prefer, I don't need to use Thofan. Now, what brings you here? Already? I assume you dealt with them, and the rest are in for quite a surprise when they get here. Well, no time to waste. Dawnstar, I watched you practice with that new blade yesterday, and I must say you take to it naturally. I want you to keep it and use it as your own.
This is a great honor. A good weapon is a true warrior's most treasured possession.
You know, you came here with Master Li as just a babe. I came not long after, and I've been holding on to a weapon for you ever since. Well, 2, actually, but you need to choose which one you'll take. Master Li wants you to stay focused on your first weapon. Anything? Everything. I don't know where your master acquired these, but he has honored me with the care of 2 legendary weapons. You may arm yourself with either the legendary longsword, Fortune's favorite, or the famed staff, Golden Star. I'm afraid not. She would not be able to handle one of these weapons quite yet. I'll explain why in a moment, but suffice it to say that very few people have your aptitude for maintaining focus in battle. In time, Dawnstar will be able to handle a weapon like this, but don't discount the blade I gave her. Master Li wanted her to have the keenest steel I could find. They say Golden Star was forged as a gift to a water spirit of the Silkworm River. A young noble convinced the Great Eastern Serpent to fly him to the stars, where he dipped this staff in the tail of a comet. It could be pure fantasy, but the staff certainly isn't. It's strong and has an excellent reach. Your foes will tremble if they see you wielding it. They say this blade was created in the Forge of Smiling Fortune, blacksmith to the gods. Crafted for his son, this blade eventually found its way into the hands of men. How your master found it, I cannot say, but this ancient longsword is yours, if you wish it. Your weapon is well deserved, and you'll need it with these bandits so close. If you decide you truly don't like it, however, you can come see me after the bandits are dealt with. One more thing you need to know. These weapons strike with deadly precision, but to wield them safely, you must focus with each strike. Master Li has been training you so that you'd be ready for this kind of weapon, and the drain won't be crippling, but you will get tired over time. That you should. Those people will be looking to you for leadership until Master Li gets back. I know you'll do well.
Senior student. Oh, excuse me, Weapon Master. I did not mean to interrupt.
Calm down, student. What has you so flustered?
The bandits. They've already been sighted down by the beach, and they're making their way toward the town. I don't know, but their ship is large. There could be many of them. You have to help, senior student. They're making their way toward the town now. The few men in the militia weren't able to stop them. Master Li hasn't returned yet with Kia Min. I'm sure he will be back before long, but we must depend on you until he returns. I will run to the school and seal the gates. Make your way to the beach and teach these bandits a lesson. I know you can.
You've done well, lad. Go back to the school now. Your friends have some new weapons they're dying to try out, I'm sure.
I went with the longsword because of its damage. It does 20 per hit and then 20 for the power attack, compared to the staff, which is 10 per hit and then 15 for the power attack. Bio released a special edition of Jade Empire, which came with a new character, Monk Zen, and a new weapon, Tian's Justice. It's just basically another staff, same damage profile. I do have the special edition disc, but I did download the game from Xbox Live. I may do a special video showing off the weapon and the character.
Longsword.
The beach! Bandits! Hold your tongue, old man! Get yourself here!
You have to be careful and allow them to show no mercy.
I knew someone from the school would help. No one else could. Please, my boy Nijo is trying to fight them down on the beach, but we need someone skilled.
I can hear fighting to the east. We have to push these bandits back off the beach.
Thank the heavens you came down here. They're animals.
Thousand cuts.
Okay, we saved that farmer, remember that, because that will come into a dialogue here in a little bit. Also, that chest that we looted, that will play part of a side quest later on in the story, which we will get to.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
Okay, there are 2 waves of bandits that we fight here. The first wave has 5 in it, and the second has 4. The bandits aren't that tough to deal with, but the ship will fire cannonballs at you, and you will take damage and set you on fire. Downstar will warn you, and you can see and hear them when the cannon goes off. And you have about 2 or 3 seconds to move out of the area that you're in. Though the cannon can work in your favor, because if they land near or on the bandits, they will damage them and set them on fire.
What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
Just a quick tip on ghosts. They are immune to weapon styles, so the longsword or the staff are useless here. The strategy guide says that ghosts are immune to support styles, but Heavenly Wave still works on them.
Impressive. Clearly, I have been too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it. Your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later. You!
Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success.
It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready. Do not be so quick to thank me. My influence caused this attack. You were not meant to see this yet, but now there is no choice. I will explain the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
We fought well against those bandits, but I had no idea Master Li could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily. This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me. I was worried enough when we were expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Li called that sorcerer an assassin. Assassins don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else. Names or titles are often given based on significant events or particular skills. I was apparently named for a red glow opposite the morning sun on the day of my birth. I have no other information than that. I remember moving around a lot, and for some reason the robes of that sorcerer looked familiar to me. I don't know why. I'm sure it's nothing, just the memories of childhood playing tricks. With glimpses of the spirit realm invading my thoughts, I could have seen them anywhere. I can't remember specific incidents, but I am used to being shunned. People are not very welcoming of those who appear to not let the dead lay peacefully. Master Li said I was brought to him by a concerned ally who received me from yet another person. That person wanted me safe, but he said he couldn't ensure it himself. Master Li doesn't know who that guardian was or what I needed protection from. He promised to look into it, but he's not had time. Your training has taken precedence. My abilities are just a curiosity. You are the center of attention here. I prefer it this way. I can just be. There you go again with your playful words. I never know when you're serious or what my reaction should be. Thanks for this talk. The events on the beach worried me, but you always improve my mood. Let's get back to what you need to do. Well, we've already visited Gujin, who used to be a guard in the west, they say. Old Ming always has a story, and he's usually by the statue on the beach. Merchant Fen Do is in the village square. He's been expecting new goods any day now, for weeks. Oh, for training or learning the philosophy behind martial combat, go see Smiling Mountain. He is behind the ring, near the student quarters. He's always amusing. Then we should return to Master Li so he can talk to you about this attack.
Alright, so this seems like a good place to stop. So we finally got our weapons and we defeated the Bandits and a few ghosts. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope we'll see you next time on the next episode of Jade Empire.